Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to another live stream with In the Zone Trader. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Ready to rock and roll for this week. I believe this is the last full week. We have Thanksgiving next week, so we got a lot of trading to do. We are going to continue trading the 800 tick chart for the NQ today. We had a lot of success with our strategy on Friday. And so let's go after it. We have about 7 minutes before market opens. Let's see if we got... see if we have any news today. We have 9:30 a.m. news. Yellow folder though. Let's look at the overall daily chart and see where we are at. So you could see based on Friday's price action, we basically closed where we opened. Good morning, Doug. So yeah, you can see on the daily chart here, we got a really interesting zone that we're currently in right now. We're still holding this upward trend line. We closed above it. We're still holding above golden ruler. But today's look looks very bearish. Obviously, we have an inverted hammer right now. We could get a continuation look off of this measured move from this candle here, which would put us down at the 24,278 area and maybe the next few days. Don't know if we get that look or not. Don't know if we hold near the golden ruler again like we did on Friday. Yep, you called it, Doug. I think if we continue going down, we're going to revisit those zones. But let's go back to the 800 tick chart. I mean, obviously we've been going. We tried to go back up through the range overnight, and then around London. Oh, now we're into the London Open. We just started dropping. I have marked the overnight low down here at 25,009. I imagine we at least visit 25,000 even. I mean, that is a very strong level. See what happens there. And then the overnight high is at 25,361. Okay, we have about 3 minutes before market opens. Just drawing some trend lines here. We are in this immediate wedge at the moment. We did trigger lower here off this 924 candle. It just hit its target. Okay, we are retesting 25,000. Exactly what I said we were going to do. We're now near the second standard deviation off of VWAP. Okay, we have a little under a minute now before market opens. All right, there's the market open. There's the continuation flush down. Oh, I missed that bounce. Backed up, going back up. That would have been perfect. Almost no drawdown on that and 10 points up. We tried to take the continuation move here. Let's try it again. There it is. 10 points. Okay, gonna update my trend line now based on this swing. Which we are breaking through. If we go up to 25,103, we will be closing the gap. We now have another trend line like this. Actually, I should probably draw it more like this. Okay, I took that short there for 10 points. We will adjust this trend line here. We did close the gap, so looks like buyers want more. And that's fine. I missed it. Missed this move higher here. I don't know if I would have taken it that was under this trend line. Okay, if we keep going higher, we get our next area above us is the 1700 close, 150, and then standard deviation at 159. We'll see if it wants to bounce back down to VWAP and get us in for a bullish move, but if it doesn't, that's okay. Okay, VWAP did not hold this time. Trying to go bearish now. All right, stop loss. Okay, we're approaching VWAP again. I'm gonna see if we hold VWAP or not. There's 10 points right there. Now I'm just gonna wait to see what it wants to do. Starting to look more bearish than bullish. See if we have room to go to the upside here. We do. See if we continue going higher. Come back down and get me. I missed it, I think. Yep. That would have been another 10 points right there. It's okay. Okay, let's see how we behave at 200. Okay. It closed below it, so I'm not looking for a bounce up now. But I don't want to take it short either. We got these areas of support there, so this one I'm just gonna skip. Looks like it wants to come back up. Do we have room for it to go up? Not anymore. See if we can continue getting this move higher here for 10 points. I got a terrible fill though. See if I can get out a little bit earlier. There we go. Okay, we have this trend line now. And the bulls have definitely been putting on work since we opened. At this point, I'm waiting for a price to either go up at 250, see how it behaves up there, come back down to 200, see how it behaves down here. Just being patient. I will try to short at 250. There we go, 10 points. Okay, I need to draw my next downward trend line. It's gonna be here. Now we're in a very tricky zone. Okay, we got two trades going on right now. There's bullish trade here and this bearish trade there. We're going to be updating our upward trend line like this. We will not be taking a short again here, like we did here. The premise has changed a little bit. I just really need these two trades to either hit their targets or stop out. So the bearish trade did stop out. The bearish trade would have worked here too for 10 points, but that's hindsight. So yeah, this is the part of trading where we're just going to be patient. We've made some good money so far. No need to just randomly get into trades here. We could get into this one bullish, but yeah, based on this EMA. Now we could take it bearish, but if it wants to come back and get us, it's about to hit target though. All right. So we got the EMA overhead that's acting as resistance. And then the bulls are trying to defend 200. Very interesting zone. We have about a few seconds here before 10 o'clock. Let's see what happens at 10 o'clock. Trying to take the short at 200, but yeah, it's too late now. Oh, I missed it again. There we go. All right, 10 points to the downside there. think right now we're kind of in no man's land. Good morning, Jeremy. How are you doing, sir? Okay, let's see how we behave around VWAP. Would love for it to test VWAP first, and maybe we can get a bounce back up. Okay, there's that test for VWAP. It looks like it wants to continue sinking, so that negates the idea of going back up. We did hit that initial bearish move off of this 1002 candle. I wanted to go bearish again at 150 and I missed it for 10 points. Yeah. Maybe it comes back and gets us. It happened so fast. Okay, 100 is going to be our next level that we're going to be paying attention to. Okay, we're going to try to take a short at 150 if it wants to come back up. That stinks, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you know, I was having problems with my prop firms last week. Well, specifically with Trade-Evate, not really the prop firms, but sometimes I do have issues with the prop firms. At least you have a phone number you can call. That's good. I've mostly had to email folks. Okay, that bearish move did not work. Try it again. I am doing well, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. Are we silly enough to try it a third time? Oh, that's the move I was looking for. I couldn't get it under 6 points. Okay. We have this downward trend line as well. Okay, 100 is the next level we're going to be paying attention to. I will try to take a long here if it comes down to that standard deviation level. I know it's counter trade, but counter trend rather. Oops. Okay, well, we'll try to go bearish. Alright, that's annoying. I think we've taken like 4 stop losses in a row at this point. 4 or 5 stop losses in a row. I need to slow my roll and figure out what's going on. These moves down here were unfortunate because they stopped me out and actually worked. This counter trend trade was probably not the best idea. I had to stop trading the trade of 8 evals because I was having trade of 8 issues. So the eval you see now on your top left hand corner is the eval for the rhythmic accounts, and we're pretty much halfway there. I missed this one too, I think. We're halfway there. You can see we're up $1,600 on this one. Figured I would start new with rhythmic accounts. I've also made modifications to my trading strategy. I talked a little bit about it on Friday, but I did a little bit more back testing over the weekend. Made some more modifications to it, and I like the results. I like what I was seeing. And the cool thing is you can do this on both the ES and the NQ. On the ES, I would recommend trading the 2000 tick chart. And on the NQ, you can do it on the 800 tick chart. But it's essentially going back to our key areas. seeing how price behaves and making a decision of whether you want to do a continuation or a reversal. It's a very simple strategy, but it's highly effective. So I'm trying to make sure I create something that is simple to follow, like the KISS rule, essentially. Keep it simple, right? And replicatable, no matter what market conditions are. And easy on the mind as well, especially the mental aspect of trading. You know, Jeremy, you and I had a pretty good discussion about it last week on Friday, especially around setting, I think you set mental stop losses, or sorry, you set a mental stop loss. If your account goes below a certain level during the day, you stop trading. That's wonderful. It's a really good idea. I will be cutting the stream a little bit short today, around 10:50 a.m. I have another engagement. We got the Zero to Trading Bootcamp at 11 o'clock that I'm helping out with. So we're definitely stuck in this wedge right now that I want to see breaking out one way or the other. The ATR, the average true range on these candles today, is very big, almost 20 points. We haven't seen ATR like this in a while. I think we're currently in this trade to the upside that hasn't stopped out or hit its target, right? But doesn't mean it's a trade we take. All right, it's stopped out now. Okay, let's see what we do around 100. Okay, I'll put a limit order at 100 to short. Automatic stop loss. That stinks. I thought we would get that retest of 100 and go back down. But I was wrong. The nice thing is the price of being wrong is really cheap, 6 points. So you could see here we did come back down and actually hit the 10 points we were looking for, but I wasn't about to let it go against me 17 points or so. Just not worth it in the long run. These candles are huge, man. Oh boy. I'll try to take a short here at 71 near that VWAP level. There it is, 10 points right there. When you know where the market could potentially reverse, it becomes very powerful to use. Even for a small move like their 10 points here. Obviously, we got our 10 points and then it went back up. But that's all I'm looking for. Let me see if I have any other levels all the way down here. There's our upward trend line. All right, let's see what we want to do here. We're going to short it here at 100. If he wants to come back up and grab us. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Some of these trades will just run away with you. Completely fine. And believe it or not, we might take a bullish entry right here. If it, well, see how this candle closes. See how big this candle is. Yeah, it's too big. Never mind. I tried to get in here. Bullish. Continue going higher, please. Wow, this trade does almost wanted to work, almost didn't want to work. There we go. We missed our stop loss by a tick. Whew. Game of inches, guys. A game of inches. Or maybe even millimeters. Inches might be too big. If we can get it closed above 100 again, that will be another entry for us. But it looks like it wants to close bearish, so I don't want to take it bearish either. We have this trend line in the way. We will mark it though. And if you guys haven't picked up on what I'm doing, I don't really like taking the trades at the trigger point like I used to, because that's risking a lot. So I like to look for them to pull back to those key areas that we talk about so often. That way I am able to control my risk and have it be super manageable and super small compared to my reward. So the bearish trade did end up working, but again, I'm thinking long game here. All right, we will adjust this trend line to this new swing low. And then, do we go bullish here? Let's see. Do we go bullish? Well, not with that candle. Not if the candle looks like that. Yeah, this is unfortunately not enough confidence in me taking it long here. And I don't have enough confidence taking it short. It's a 50-50 play, so I'd rather just wait. Maybe this next candle, if it's a little bit more manageable, we might be able to take it. Let's see. It gives me a little bit more confidence. At this point, I mean, the move's kind of extended to the upside. So now I don't want to take this move higher. I know it sounds crazy, right? Let's see what happened. Let's see if we get triggered at 100. Now, I'm not going to take this trade, but let's just see. But you can see all these 10-point moves over and over and over, right? This candle is on its way to try to hit the target here at 29.25, but we do have that downward trend line in the way. That's been acting as resistance since 10.06 and 10.14 candles. Let's see how it behaves here on the trend line. Okay, it hit its target. All right, we're retesting VWAP, it looks like. All right, let's delete some lines here. I don't want to take this bearish either. If we come back up to 150. Let's just see what happens. I don't have a clear picture here. If we want to continue going higher, maybe, or not. So I'll just wait till I get more information. If we do get a close above VWAP, we will be looking to get long. Actually, this one might be a little bit more manageable. Short. Let's see. See if it wants to get us and come back down. Okay, at this point, I really don't want it to come back up again and then come back down. I'm just going to cancel that order. This purple dotted line was the 1700 close, or 5 p.m. Eastern close. Yes, or not yesterday. Friday. This is why sometimes it acts as support resistance depending on which direction you're approaching it. And in this case, it is acting as resistance, and so is VWAP. So you have three resistance zones overhead. You have VWAP 150 and the 1700 close. And now we are breaking down, but we are approaching levels of support underneath us. have this big wedge that we're in. Okay, let's see how we behave around this standard deviation level. I don't want this candle to get too big if I'm going to go bullish here. Nah, it's too big now. Alright. Well. Okay, we got this trend line now. We will try to take a long here at 100 if we can come back down. Okay, went right through our stop loss. That was pretty ugly. Okay, let's see how we behave around the standard deviation level here. Okay, we'll look to take a long here at 66. Let's see. If we get the 10-point bounce here or not. Boom, there it is. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I was originally going to wrap it up at 1050, but I think this is a really good stopping point. We took a total of 20 trades, 10 winners and 10 losers. Believe it or not, 50% win rate. But the beautiful thing about the modifications that we've made here is that my winners are always greater than my losers. And you can see that as a result, we're up $730, $650 with fees. So pretty good day, especially for a little over an hour of trading. I would take that $600 hourly rate any day of the week. But we'll be back tomorrow around the same time. Thank you guys so much for joining, especially the ones who've been coming on every single day. I really appreciate you guys. You mean the world to me. Hope you guys have a great start to your week, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.